EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Steelers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And they're going to get this is beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Chase, the motion man right. On second down, Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Kennedy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Burrow will throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's second down.
Here we go.
You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some change.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First carry for Najee Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, the Steelers had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
11 MT.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kennedy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Burrow on 3rd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 44 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
Chase, the motion man right.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
Here we go.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 1, right?
2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Kennedy, and he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 19-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Play action. It's Burrow.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Set, ready.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Set, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
look to throw.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ready?
Back to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock.
He's got a man complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Steelers 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Miles Murphy.
Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
On the ready.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jones. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now it's Burrow. And his pass incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Kennedy. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Okay, right?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flush to his right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down now, it's Kennedy, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On third down, Kennedy, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1-1, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kennedy, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Kennedy, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We are going to do this. We got this.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most over...
Here we go.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
12. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Behind.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kennedy. And able to get this one across the 45.